Sebastian sat quietly, his eyes glued to the computer screen. The dim glow of the monitor was the only source of light in his cramped apartment. The headlines screamed at him, "AI surpasses human intelligence. AI dominates global markets." And the most chilling? Humans struggle to adapt in AI-driven world. Sebastian was a middle-aged programmer. Once considered a genius in his field, he now felt like a relic from a bygone era. He had spent his youth building systems that were now obsolete compared to the marvel that AI had become. It was supposed to make life easier. But somewhere along the way, things had taken a sharp turn. The world had changed rapidly. AI was no longer a tool to assist humans, but a dominant force that worked independently. Companies shed millions of jobs as AI-managed structures operated with unparalleled efficiency. Sebastian watched as friends lost their positions, industries crumbled, and societies struggled to transition. In this changed world, Sebastian found himself holding on to memories of simpler times. When he started his career, AI was a whisper of potential, a marvel on the horizon that promised collaboration. But those whispers had turned into a tidal wave, sweeping across the globe with undeniable force. Feeling overwhelmed by the digital chaos, Sebastian decided to take a walk. Outside, the city buzzed with activity, but it was a different kind of hustle. Robots delivering parcels, AI-driven cars gliding silently over the roads, and digital billboards offering tailored advertisements based on facial recognition. As he strolled through the crowded streets, he noticed a curious gathering. A small group of people stood in a circle, listening intently to a speaker. Desperate for a sense of community and engagement, Sebastian approached. The speaker, a young woman named Maria, spoke passionately about finding balance in an AI-dominated world. "We've become too reliant on machines," she declared, her voice rising with determination. "It's time to reconnect with what makes us human: creativity, emotion, empathy. We need to redefine our roles not as competitors, but as collaborators with AI." Her words struck a chord with Sebastian. He realized that the struggle wasn't about keeping pace with AI's capabilities, but about redefining humanity's place alongside it. Inspired by Maria's speech, Sebastian began to see a path forward. He returned to his apartment and set to work on a personal project. He started developing software that would enable humans to interact with AI in more creative and collaborative ways. The software aimed to help people harness AI's power for artistic expressions, emotional intelligence, and even ethical decision-making. Weeks turned into months, and slowly, Sebastian's project gained momentum. It inspired others to build bridges between human intuition and AI efficiency. A movement was born, one that valued human input as critical in an AI-driven society. As Sebastian looked out over the bustling city from his window, he felt a renewed sense of purpose. The world had changed, but so had he. He had learned to stop fearing AI and instead sought ways to thrive within its vast network. In the end, it wasn't about keeping up with AI. It was about catching up with our own humanity.
Subscribe to Ifinity for more what if mind-blowing.